This one, everyone provided contributions.
That's what I'm saying. It's good for resurrected in that area. It's
You just live without it. You have to live without it.
Next time. Next party. Next party.
No, it's a promise.
Okay. Can you bring a copy of the recipe too?
Can't bring on the recipe.
We're going to tell you.
In the meantime, really
Well, the reconstituted the web page.
Gerry. Yeah. Everybody chatting away.
Is believing. Seeing is believing. Please welcome Pamela. Have you ever wondered why some people can see ghosts, or dead people, or spacecrafts, or anything strange? Have you ever wondered why some people can and some people can't? Well, I thought about this for many years. I had a girlfriend who was a movie buff, and she would watch every single movie, everything that came out. But when that Gremlins movie came out, she said to me, "I can't bear to watch that show." I said, "Why not?" She said, "Because when I was 12 and I was having a pretty mild fit for epilepsy," she said, "I would see those creatures running up and down the stairs exactly as they were in the movie." So how could that happen? Someone on the other side of the world invent these creatures, or did they also, maybe on drugs or having a fit or whatever, see the same creatures on another dimension? Who knows? Now, I was down in Port Arthur one evening actually, it was just going on twilight, and I saw what I thought were two dummies on the veranda there in 1800 clothes, a man and a woman with a hat. Both of them had hats on, and they were standing there rather posed. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And then I walked past again and they disappeared. So I said to the security guard, "What happened to the dummies? Do you put them in at night?" And the fellow said to me, "What dummies?" And I thought, interesting. Was I just relaxed perhaps? So sometime later, I got a very frantic call from my mother. And she had the house behind her pulled down so she could see all over Watson's Bay temporarily. And she said to me, she described a spaceship as large as the whole suburb, hovering over the suburb. And she was so descriptive and she was so terrified. I thought, this has got to be real. So I tried to ring some people in the area, I couldn't get through to them. I thought, what happened? How is it she could see this and no one else could see it? But sometime later she had a stroke, and I think she'd had a couple of strokes, so perhaps her brain was going into a different frequency. Now, our brains do, before we go to sleep, our brain slows down, cycle by cycle. So sometimes we get down to 1 to 2, 3 cycles just before we go to sleep. So that allows us to see different things. So I believe that things do happen, but one thing did happen to me, which was quite amazing. When I was 17, I was taking up yoga, and they had this fellow from India who was telling us to sit there and do Om. So I'm sitting cross-legged, and I thought this is a bit of fun, so I'm going Om, Om, and I started to laugh a bit, Om. Then I closed my eyes and went Om, and the next minute I felt my body rising up, and up each time I said Om, Om, and I almost got to the height of this table from the ground. And I thought, can I open my eyes? I don't know, but the fellow ended up completing the meditation, and I fell down to the ground like with a thump, and everyone looked around, and I looked up, and I couldn't explain it. But is seeing believing? I think you've got to try it out. Just meditate, and you might find out you'll see all sorts of things and experience all sorts of things.